Hello everyone, we are going to be solving this question together in this video, and it says we should solve log which is having a base of 2 as we have here. Then the argument is x plus 1 inside the brackets. Then minus, we have log which is also having the same base, which is base 2 as we have here. Then the argument is 2 minus x inside the bracket. Everything equals 3. So in this question, we are to find the answer for x. So we have to find the value of x. Now, one of the laws of logarithm says when we have two different logarithms, say base b, with an argument, say a, then there is subtraction between them. And we have the other logarithm having log base b, but this time around we are having an argument which is c. Now, when we have negative between them, provided that the two logarithms are having the same base, so that's the condition. The condition is such that they must have the same base. And when there is subtraction between the two logarithms, so we can write this as having one big logarithm having the same base, which in this case is b. But instead of writing them separately, I'm going to be writing them having one big logarithm as a reason, or because of the fact that they both share the same base. So since I have this, then I'm going to be having a then divided by b. That is, the argument here will be the numerator, while the argument here after the negative sign would be the denominator. You can only do this when they have the same base, and also when there is subtraction between them. Please take note of that. Now let us look at how we can now go about the question we have. Now, in the question we have, you can easily see that they both have the same base and there is negative between the two logarithms. So the law is applicable in this case. Now, applying the law now, so we write the whole two logarithms now as log of the same base, which is 2 in this case, but this time around we are going to be writing the both of them inside a bigger bracket. So we have a bigger bracket, and in this case we are first going to be writing this one as the numerator. So let's write that as the numerator. We have x plus 1. Then we are going to be writing this other part as the denominator. And when we do that, we have 2 minus x all equals 3. Now, don't forget, our aim is to remove this logarithm that we have here such that we can find a value for x, because if we did not get rid of the logarithm we have there, we can't get a value for x. And the best way to get rid of the logarithm that we have there is to make this a logarithm also. That is, we have to make the number 3 a logarithm. So we have other means we can get this done, but the approach that I'm going to be using is to make the number that we have there, which is 3, to also become a logarithm. Then we compare the left hand side and the right hand side. Now, how do we make 3 a logarithm? Now, we can make 3 have logarithm by writing it as log. Then we have a base of 2, because the base we are looking at in this question here is base 2. So I can write it as log base of 2 in this case. Then I'm going to be writing 2 as the argument. Then I'm going to be writing 3 that we have here as the power which this 2 is having. Please take note of this. You know, I can write what I have here as 3 log. That's one of the laws of logarithm. I'm going to be having base 2, then the argument still remains 2. And don't forget, when we have the same base and same argument for our log, it means it is 1. So in this case, it is still the same thing as saying 3 multiplied by 1, because log of base 2 having an argument of 2 is 1. So it becomes 3 multiplied by 1, which still remains 3. As you can see, nothing is being changed. So if I write log of base 2, then the argument is 2, as in this case, then to the power of 3. It's still the same thing as 3 as I have here. And that's what I'm going to be doing now. So that's what I want to quickly get done. So instead of me having 3, I'll write it in the form of logarithm. So writing this in the form of logarithm, it becomes log. So we have base 2 here, and we have x plus 1 divided by 2 minus x equals, so instead of me writing 3, I'll write it as what? Logarithm. So it becomes log. I'm going to give it base 2 because we are considering base 2 on the left hand side. So base 2, then we have 2, then we have to the power of 3. So this that I've written, all this that I've written is still the same thing as 3. Nothing is being changed. Then we can progress now. Since we have log base 2 on the left hand side, and we also have log base 2 on the right hand side, then I can compare the left hand side to the right hand side, since the both of them are the same. And on the left hand side, you can easily see that if we have log and it's having a base of 2, and on the right hand side we have log and it's also having a base of 2, it means they are both the same, because there is an equation sign in between the both of them. It means what we have on the left hand side is the same thing as what we have on the right hand side. And if log of base 2 and log base 2 are the same, it automatically means that their arguments are also the same, because it is an equation. So it automatically means that everything we have here and 2 to the power of 3, they are going to be the same. And that's what we are going to be working with now. We are not going to be working with the logarithms anymore. So we start working with the argument which the both logarithm possess, because this is an equation. So in this case, we can easily say x plus 1 divided by 2 minus x equals 2 to the power of 3, as we have here, 2 to the power of 3. So this is well established now. Then from there, let me write properly. So we have x plus 1 divided by 2 minus x equals 2 to the power of 3, equals 2 to the power of 3. And that's 8. So let me write 8 instead of 2 to the power of 3. So we have 8. Then what can I do here? All I just need to do is cross multiply. So by cross multiplication, we have x plus 1 equals 8 to, in the bracket, 2 minus x. So from here, I would expand. So I will have x plus 1 equals 8 multiplied by 2, that's 16, minus 8 times x is 8x. So all I need to do now is collect like terms. So we have x plus 8x equals 16, that's minus 1. Sorry, minus 1. So we have x plus 8x is 9x equals 16 minus 1 is 15. So how do I get x? Dividing both sides by 9. So we have 9x divided by 9 equals 15 divided by 9. And of course, we know that 9 is going to divide 9 to have x. But from here, 3 can divide the both 15 and 9. So 3 in 15 is 5. And 3 in 9 is 3. So x equals 5 over 3. So this is the final answer of x that we are being asked to find. I believe you've been able to learn something. Please do well to follow, to like, to share, and to comment. Anticipate for more videos. You are great.